Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're doing my monthly anti-haul / shopper drop video where I go through new skincare releases, or at least new to me skincare releases, and I tell you whether I would shop them or drop them. If you are interested in hearing my thoughts on any skincare product that's recently come out, then comment it down below, and in a future video I will give you my brief thoughts on the ingredients of that product. So the first product that I wanted to talk about today is Glow Recipe's new Plum Hyaluronic Acid Serum. So Glow Recipe always gets me with the cute branding, the cute packaging. They just really know how to nail like the aesthetic. And so initially I was like, ooh, this looks so good, I'm gonna get it. And then I was like, wait a minute. So let's talk about the claims first. So the claim is that it's formulated with 5 different molecular weights of hyaluronic acid. Now this is nothing new to skincare technology. We've known for a while now that hyaluronic acid weights kind of dictate how the molecule interacts with your skin. Lower weight hyaluronic acid can penetrate more deeply into the skin, whereas higher weight hyaluronic acid can kind of sit closer to the surface of the skin and provide benefits there. So each weight of hyaluronic acid has its own benefits. One is not necessarily better than the other. I do prefer, personally, from my experience, a blend of different weights of hyaluronic acid. But honestly, hyaluronic acid serums at this point in the skincare industry are a dime a dozen. There are so many out there, and for me, they kind of all do the same thing. Hydration is hydration. From my experience, at least, expensive hyaluronic acid serums give the same effect on my skin as really cheap and expensive hyaluronic acid serums. So I don't really know if this is worth it. Every brand has their own take on a hyaluronic acid serum. So Glow Recipe's take is this super cute plum theme, like the fruit plum. So they also added plum extracts that claim to have antioxidant activity, which I think is a really nice touch, because otherwise this would just be kind of a boring product, to be honest. This product is very appealing, but at $42 for a hyaluronic acid serum with some added antioxidants in it, I just don't think it's worth it necessarily for me personally, because if you think about it, hyaluronic acid as an ingredient is super prevalent in a ton of skincare products, from serums to moisturizers. It's very common to see hyaluronic acid or sodium hyaluronate in these types of products. So I don't know if it's worth adding a separate step of an added dedicated hyaluronic acid serum. I just don't know if it's worth it. So because I know that hydration is hydration to me, I personally don't see a benefit to adding an extra hyaluronic acid serum step to my routine. For me, this is a pass because I just personally don't need it, and it's kind of expensive at $42. So Farmacy has really sold me on their kind of like green skincare line, from the Deep Sleep Toner to the Daily Greens Gel Moisturizer to the Green Clean Cleansing Balm. All 3 of those products I'm very committed to. I really enjoy them. So Farmacy as a brand has become very appealing to me. I really like what they do in terms of their green line. Now their honey line, I've only tried one product, and I tried it a very long time ago. I tried their honey potion mask. I think that's what it's called. It's like the warming mask that has honey in it. I tried it. I don't remember particularly liking it, but then again, that was a long time ago, and my skincare tastes do evolve over time, so I might want to give it a shot now and see how I feel about it. But the product that I wanted to talk about from Farmacy that they recently released, actually I'm not even sure if this is on the market yet as in terms of when I'm filming this video, but I'm talking about the Honey Halo Moisturizer. So some of the key ingredients in here that they called out is buckwheat honey with propolis and royal jelly blend, some fig fruit extract and osmolytes, and a potent ceramide blend. So looking at the ingredients list, this has great occlusive type, very moisturizing type ingredients like shea butter and various oils. The star ingredients in here, obviously from the name, are the honey extract, the propolis extract, and the royal jelly. I personally think that the most compelling ingredient in here in terms of the ingredient that has the most amount of research to back it up is the honey extract. Propolis, there's not a lot of research. Royal jelly, also very shaky in terms of research, in terms of like evidence that shows that it's really beneficial to the skin. Most of it is very anecdotal. But honey is a great humectant. It has antibacterial properties. It's very soothing. It also, personally, how I've seen the effects on my skin, it's very skin softening. So I really do like the effects of honey on my skin. This also contains ceramides, which is a fantastic skin barrier kind of repairing, restorative type ingredient. I think ceramides ceramides are a great ingredient to have in your routine regardless of your skin type or skin concerns. And this also contains a ton of really soothing, very moisturizing ingredients, which I really love. I do think that this is going to be kind of like a more rich type moisturizer that's going to be better suited for winter months as it gets colder. And this is $47, which is nearly $50. And at that price, especially in the jar packaging, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really love the jar packaging. I think jars are generally very unsanitary and I do my best to avoid them, but sometimes the product is so good, I'm like, screw it, like we're just gonna deal with the jar because the product inside is so phenomenal. But with jar packaging, you do have to very closely adhere to the period after opening date, or you just have to be very vigilant about seeing if there are any color changes, texture changes, any changes to the scent, because that can indicate that your product has gone bad or has been contaminated. So the jury is still out on whether I would buy this product or not. I think I'm really loving my current combination of moisturizers right now. I'm loving the Avène Rich Hydrating Cream and the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm B5. I think those two products together mixed are beautiful on the skin. They're really rich, they're really soothing, really moisturizing. I really like them. So I'm not really in the market for a new moisturizer, so I think I'm not gonna buy this necessarily. It's definitely interesting to me because I really like honey as an ingredient and I do love like a rich, thick moisturizer in the wintertime. But right now, I just can't bring myself to pay nearly $50 for a moisturizer, so I think tentatively this is a pass for me. I'm not gonna get this. So recently I placed an order at Olly.com, which is a Korean skincare retailer, during their 15% off sale. If you want to see what I bought during their sale, I filmed a haul video talking about why specifically I bought each product. I'll link that video down below. So right after I placed my order, they announced this sunscreen and I was like, damn it, I should have waited to place my order because I actually really want to try this. So I actually have no idea if this is new or not. It's new to me, so I'm including it in this video. And I think it's very interesting because the claim is that it's a mineral sunscreen with no white cast. Now, I haven't used mineral sunscreen in a very long time, probably over 2 years now at this point, and it's because I just couldn't find mineral sunscreens that didn't leave a white cast on my skin and also weren't crazy expensive. The only mineral sunscreen that I really loved is the Josie Maran SPF 47. That one is gorgeous. It has a really beautiful dewy finish on the skin. It's super hydrating and it doesn't leave a white cast at all on my skin, but it's super expensive. So I was like, we're gonna switch to more Asian European chemical sunscreen filters. Those don't leave a white cast on me, but I definitely do see the value in having a mineral sunscreen because some people are very sensitive to organic sunscreen filters. So I will admit that mineral sunscreens have come a very long way since a couple years ago. So I am willing to try mineral sunscreens now. And this one is really interesting to me because it seems like it's quite cosmetically elegant. Olly posted on their Instagram page kind of like a swatch and like a blending thing of this sunscreen on someone's hand. Granted, this person's hand was quite fair skinned, they were quite white, so I don't know how compelling that is in terms of proving that it doesn't have a white cast. I do think I would want to see more swatches on various skin tones before I decide like, oh, this doesn't have a white cast on it. I think once I get back into town and I'm back at home, I will probably place another order at Olly.com and pick the sunscreen up along with some other things because this just looks really nice. So some things about this sunscreen to note: it is fragrance free and it only contains titanium dioxide as the sunscreen filter. Now it says that it's SPF 45 and PA3 pluses, and I was under the impression that titanium dioxide was not as effective as zinc oxide at blocking long wave UVA rays. So UVA rays, especially the longer wavelengths, generally cause aging of the skin. Obviously we care about burning, but aging is also something really important that we need to prevent when we're wearing sunscreen. But just because titanium dioxide is not as effective as zinc oxide, that doesn't mean that titanium dioxide isn't effective, period. So I need to do more research into how titanium dioxide works and kind of the wavelengths at which it's effective. But yeah, a mineral sunscreen with no white cast sounds like a dream come true to me, and it's only $22, which is a far cry from my Josie Maran SPF 47. So I'm definitely interested in purchasing this and giving it a shot, and if it works out for me, which I hope it does, I will definitely let you guys know. The next product I wanted to talk about is from Peach & Lily. I'm talking about their Glass Skin Veil Mist. Now I think that this has a really delightful ingredients list. Like truly reading the ingredients list is a joy. It contains stuff like cucumber fruit water, I see glycerin, Centella asiatica, lovely fruit extracts, ceramides, hyaluronic acid, licorice root extract. There are a lot of great things in here. So normally I hate on skin mist for being really wasteful and kind of like a waste of money because half of it doesn't even end up on your skin. But this just looks amazing. I definitely would use this as like a toner step right after I cleanse. That's how I use my Serum mist, or how I used to use my Serum mist. I did run out of it, so I would just cleanse my skin, and then after my skin is damp, not dry but damp, I'll go in with the mist on my skin and then pat it in, and the results were just gorgeous. It seems like it would be just like a really nice dose of hydration and antioxidants. I'm really interested in this. I do think that the glass skin trend is a little bit overdone at this point, and it's a little bit problematic because no one has glass skin. I think it's kind of setting us up for failure because no one can achieve that perfect glass skin look, but it's cute marketing and I can appreciate it. So definitely I'm interested in this. I don't know if I'll buy it because I think it is a little bit expensive, but I don't know, we'll see. And then the last product I wanted to talk about is a really affordable one from Good Molecules. This is their Rosewater Cleansing Gel. Have I mentioned that I'm on a rosewater kick? Because I am. I've tried like 3 or 4 different products that all contain rose water in it, and I've really loved them. But it's just such a refreshing ingredient for the summertime especially. We are entering autumn months, but I think roses are forever in my opinion. So I definitely am not going to rule this one out just because, you know, it's the end of the summer and roses are more summer type fragrances. I don't know, how do y'all feel about it? So this cleansing gel contains some nice gentle surfactants for a really gentle cleanse, and obviously rose water. And it's only $12 for 4 ounces, which is a great price point. Generally, I have really enjoyed Good Molecules products. They kind of have the same vibe as like the Inky List or the Ordinary, but I think they're a little bit more elevated, and they're also doing something interesting where they're doing complete transparency and disclosing the percentage at which they put ingredients into their products. I think that can be a little bit confusing for the consumer, but I do think if you're interested in cosmetic chemistry and you're kind of curious to know how much of a certain ingredient is in your product for it to be effective, it could be a good like educational opportunity. So anyway, back to the cleansing gel. This could be a really nice kind of like morning cleanse vibe. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. I generally don't really use cleansing gels at night. I use cream cleansers at night and then more gel-based cleansers in the morning. I don't know, it's just personal preference. So I actually have a bunch of cleansers to get through right now, including my Fenty Skin Total Cleanser, which, by the way, review coming very soon. If you want to see like an abbreviated review of Fenty Skin, I do have a post on my Instagram page detailing each of the products from their first launch. But I think once I finish the cleansers that I currently have, I'm definitely interested in trying this because it looks really lovely, and like I said, I'm on a rosewater kick and it could be really nice. So let me know what you guys think of these products. Would you shop them? Would you drop them? Have you tried them? And if so, what your opinion is of them. But that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching and spending this time with me. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!